Hello everybody, this is Silo here, and I'm playing all the mods 10. Now, I'm not very good at Minecraft, so this will be really a learning Let's Play. And in the background, I can see there's a nice little tower there, which we'll definitely go to first. But essentially, in this mod pack, there are plenty of quests, with the main one being to try to get the star. So obviously our goal would be to finish chapter 3, look at chapter 4, maybe do some chapter 4. Getting through a lot of the quests, if this was a large Let's Play, to do as many as we can, that would be really fun. Obviously the first couple episodes will be focused on chapter 1, getting started, getting a base, getting acquainted to, the mod packs and which one we'll start with in the early game. Yeah, I think what we'll do, in this mod pack you can hold the tilde key and actually hit down a full tree or clear full mining tunnels, which is a huge help. It's very common in these large mod packs. But what we'll do is we'll just get a couple trees to start off with. And I think you can actually just do sticks right off the rip. And then what we'll do is and I recommend everyone do this when they first start as well, is a crafting table on a stick. So what you can do is you can go into your, what you'd call this, your cosmetics, and just plop a crafting table on a stick right there. And if you keybind it, which I think mine's already keybound, but if you go into options, controls, keybinds, and just type stick, I have mine at control C, but you can put it to whatever you want, as long as it doesn't conflict with too many other mods, you should be fine. So we have that. I'm wondering if we just quickly, before we go down to that place, get a Paxel. And the reason why you want to get a Paxel first is because a stone Paxel actually has really good attack damage. I think it has even more than a diamond sword. So it's a very overpowered, extremely early game of achievable item. So what we'll do is let's go like this. Get us a wooden pick. We'll just hold the tilde key. Clear as many of those as we can. We get 59 of that. We need 4 of these, so what you're going to need is 1 stone axe, 1 axe, 1 shovel. I think you put the pick in the middle, and I don't know if it matters where the others go. And there we go. So 10 attack damage. I don't really want this. It's poisonous when I eat it. I don't necessarily think I need maple saplings either, but I'll keep those. So we gotta get our way out of here. Now we have a stone Paxel. I don't know if you can heal it. No. If I had an anvil, you could. If we find a village, that's an easy way to get an anvil quick. Let's just get our way out of here. Okay. Mystic Agriculture. Quest complete if you just start with seeds. I just randomly got seeds by clearing some grass. It's funny. That'd be a good mod pack to get into early on. Interesting. What was that? A pecan fruit. Can I even fit in here? So in these towers, there's these gems. And if you hold Control T, you'll notice that we are... I need to find and affix item first, which I guess these don't count as affix items. But essentially, you do these things, and you can get better world loot as you continue on. And some of the affix items have sockets. If those of you who played me in World of Warcraft, you would see gems in that game. It's very similar to this one, where the weapon would have 20% crit, more health on chest plate, more luck. Nothing really on here that the boots maybe. None of these were really that great. And the mining speed, if I had a mining set. So in this place here, I'm aware of, I think there's another TNT somewhere else, but those are the only ones you need to worry about. Okay, let's see. We got some looting capacity, soul looting. Knowledge of the ages. Enemy drops are directly converted to experience. Protection 4. That's really good. projectile projection, lure, and reaper. So here's an affix item here, which will allow us to start the mod pack. Now it's activated. So now we have pretty much the worst chance of getting anything, but a 4% chance of getting rare. So what you want to do is, the next thing I need to do is I need to equip common, just a common of everything, and I will have the ability to go to the next thing. So if by equipping this, see, equipped common legs. So we're going to want to find more of those as we continue on. I don't necessarily need those, but what I will take are the books. And the reason why I want books is they're very valuable at stripping enchants off things. So I'm going to take those with me. Don't necessarily need a lot of the other stuff that I have in my inventory. And we'll try to keep it clean. Okay. Let's delete some of the stuff that we know we're not going to really want. Like, we don't really need. Usually you can just hit delete, the delete key, and it disappears. But it's not working here. Do I have to hit T first and then delete? There we go. Hitting T makes the garbage can pop up in the bottom right corner, which definitely helps. I don't think we really identified that any of these would be very good. Maybe I could see like early game this just being something just to throw in for the minings or for the luck, because then with more luck means you'll have a higher percent chance of finding better stuff. So I do see some sort of building is over the cliff over here. The main goal early game is you really want to find a village. Looks like there's some villagers here. It's not necessarily a village, but it's something. And it looks like we have a pillager evil spot right next to them. So we might actually end up running north instead. They have bees in this mod pack. And I heard that they added botany as well. Botany pots. Which I believe you can use to create quite a bit of different trees and stuff. They added that in a recent patch, I think a couple days ago. So we're just gonna run a ways, and then I'll cut out for now, and then I'll come back when I find another valuable or point of interest. I'm probably gonna need to eat them along the way with some apples and some things from some trees. I do see a cow as well, and I'm going to kill any cow I see for leather, just because we're going to want to backpack as quick as possible. As I was killing and doing a little killing montage, I came across a Ars Nouveau tree, which we're going to take because there is a quest for Ars Nouveau. Just picking up the woods, I just know that there's going to be a quest that triggers, which evidenced in the top right. So that's good. Okay, with these, give me some food. Looks like we're going to have our first night. We don't have any beds to sleep, so it's going to be a fun first night if I don't find a bed. Yeah, this direction I was running didn't end up yielding any results. No sheeps either. Lovely. Okay, I do see sheeps. Hopefully we can get lucky here. Of course, one is not white. We need string for the... This is like a leggy spider. Can I hit him? Oh. We do need string for the backpacks. We got one string. Zombie villager? Oh, I got his... trophy. I'll put it on my head for now. Funny. We're being chased out of town, so we are gonna continue down this mountain if I can do so safely. Oof. I see lights in the distance. A little village. If we can find a bed, that would be the ideal scenario. Sorry, buddy. What you can do with villagers is you can tell them to get up, and with a free hand, you can right-click them and pick them up and steal their beds. So villagers are good because what you can do with villagers, I think it's called Easy Villagers, a iron farm, which you can get pretty easily with just glass, stone, 2 iron, and a lava bucket. Lava being probably the hardest thing here, and iron. which will give you unlimited iron. So getting 9 or 10 of those set up will be pretty much a complete sustainability of iron for the rest of our playthrough until we get into mining with such a good fortune pick that we're never really going to need iron ever again. The other cool thing in this mod pack are these, I guess they call them artifacts. And what you can do is just hold shift on an artifact, and they have different abilities. So what you need to do to discover the ability is just follow these constellations to fill it out. This will increase our running by 64%. And the other thing you want to look at is how the quality. So this is a 2.5 out of 5, so it's not terrible, but it's not great. The higher the quality, I think the higher the base and percentage that it can go as it levels up. But we will use that because it's obviously better than nothing. And I wanted to put it in my feet slot. You get 2 feet slots and 2 hand slots. Things can also go in the curio slot, but I don't really need the drinking hat. The only reason I picked it up was for the quest completion. And if our goal is to complete the quests, it's good to pick them up. Now, those chests that you saw, which are usually in most village houses, I say that, and this one doesn't have it. I might take the stone cutter. Mind you, our inventory will be a problem if I start picking up everything. I might take this person's bed, too. I don't know why I want a pink bed, but looks like all the houses have pink beds. Ooh, there's a waystone there. We'll probably steal that waystone. These houses are probably the worst for loot. The bee's nest. So this waystone here, you can right-click it, and then if you ever want to travel to another one, you can go to them. I'm going to actually take this with us, because we'll probably use one with our base, and then hopefully we find another village on our travels. Now, I don't know about these villages, but in certain villages, you can tell from the outside that a house is actually a mod house. So certain mods have, see, we found a stone sword. It actually does way less than our, I might put some of the meat. I'm not going to ever really cook some of this. Some of the homes have like mod stuff in them, and I don't know if it exists in this type of village because these homes are really lame. But if we see one, I'll point it out to you so you know what I'm talking about. Because usually you want to find those ones if you want to get like an early kickstart on a mod pack. And these homes don't even really have any loot in them, so these chests here, they're gold, and when you loot them, they become not gold because it kind of helps you remember if you've looted or not. And if you are playing on a server with friends, they are unique to the player. So, and that's because everyone has different luck stats. Everyone's in a different spot of the I don't know what you'd call this mod pack, but this frontier journey. So the reason being is they want everyone to have their own loot. Infinite Ham is insane. We're actually really lucky. We're getting some of the best ones to find early game. Infinite Ham, I think it goes from the middle and out. This will basically give us an unlimited food supply. And is the quality good? And the quality is 3.5 out of 5, so that's really good. I usually always have this on one of my slots in my inventory. I'm just trying to figure out how I'm going to organize myself here. Let's do... Is it 4 of those? No, it's... I don't have enough then. Crazy. Okay. Where's the... I was like, how did I get in here? I forgot it was stairs. Oops. We're going to take you. We're actually going to take... I should be taking all the villagers I see here. If I can take them in my inventory. Come here, buddy. You're unemployed. Well, now you're coming with us. It's probably the last house. Some more pants, 3.5 armor. It is better armor than what we have. The kitty slippers don't necessarily need them. I will pick them up, I guess, for the quest. And the umbrella is great for early game kind of getting around. Because you can actually use it to propel yourself a little bit and then float. I'll try to show you. This one isn't very highly rated. I think is... Oops, didn't mean that. Actually, I think it needs to be in our hand. I don't know if it necessarily can work in the shield slot. It can be held in the shield slot though, which is nice. But so you can do this to move around. So you can just kind of turn around and fire it off. Ooh, there's a nice pretty tree in the distance. Sadly, that village was pretty lackluster, but there is another house this way. So let's go look at that first. So the way that this umbrella works is when I touch ground again, it will reset its uses. So as long as I keep kind of using it and then grab, like standing on a tree like this, I should be able to get around with moderate flight, I suppose. It's not really flight. Let's see what this building over here is. See if we can use our... You can see how fast I was running with the running shoes. Factored in with the umbrella, it actually gets to be pretty practical. This looks like a nice big building. It's a golden shovel. The one other thing I like to build relatively as quick as I can is a salvager, because I find it helps the most early game. Mind you, it does require some ingots, obsidian and crimson ingots. Usually you get that pretty quickly as soon as you get to the nether. It's usually a focal point. And what that does is it helps get some early game materials and kind of get rid of some of the junk that you're picking up a lot of as you're doing your initial travels. So this here kind of makes us a sheep, but it'll help with food while we're running around on grass. We won't have to eat as much. Did I just throw it out? I meant to put it in my other foot slot. Lots of meat. Sometimes I take these bee cages thinking I'm going to get into bees, and then I never get into bees. But we will just hold on to it for now. It might end up getting dropped for more inventory room. It's a terrible looking shield. The pocket piston's okay, but I'm not going to actually use it. I will pick it up for the quest. Same with the case slippers. There's a compass there. I don't necessarily need that. I'm surprised there's not more loot. The building looks so big, but sadly there's just those three, 4 chests. So it's a big building for such a little bit of loot. I always like looking back to see, what's around us, because we obviously would like to find a bigger or better village than we found. We do have our waystone now. So we could also maybe look to start like a little beginning base if something looks really cool to settle on. We might actually just get in a boat and just go around and look for a bit on what else is around. While we're in our boat, let's just see if there's other things we can just get rid of. Like, I don't necessarily need all these sweet berries now, or the apple, because I have the infinite ham. I'm not going to need the mutton. You can hit the middle mouse button to sort your inventory. The only reason why I picked up the golden shovel is if I ever had a salvager, it'd be some gold, but it's not necessarily something I will keep in my inventory. And we have all of these guys here. I don't need the wool because I have a bed now. I need to sleep. Let's boogie. I'm just going to swim for a ways. Or not swim, I guess. Use the boat, and then I'll cut back if I find anything interesting. Speaking of interesting, these are sometimes really good to find early game. There are these deep slate little kind of nooks of ores. Sometimes you can find one with like a lot of diamond on it, which is a big plus. This might actually really hurt our pick, but we can't use the... I can mine the iron with this. We could use some iron, so let's try to get some iron early game here. Some of the coal. The only annoying thing about these is they're not... You can't hold the tilde and get all of them, because you only get the ones that are touching each other. But we will get some... There's some nickel here, which I can't mine with the stone. The reason why I want all this copper is the copper can be used early to create a hammer, which can then double the ore that we actually really like, which would be the iron early on. So having 40 copper is huge. So what we can do is actually create a couple of these as we get into nighttime. And there is a boat there. I was heading towards the boat before I found this, but if I just go and do something like this, just put a bunch of copper in. Let's just put our bed down. Let's just sleep on our bed before monsters come while we're sitting out in the open. So another good early game focus is something called it's just called a hammer. So the copper hammer just requires 18 copper and 3 sticks, and you'll be able to double your ore production in your hands. So early game, that's great. We can turn these 11 iron into 22 iron, which is awesome. So all I need to do is get 18 of the copper. And now we're at 9, so we're getting close already. And while we're waiting, we might as well work on maybe getting another Paxel, because ours is getting a little hurt. Go boom, 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 and boom. So we have another Paxel. And you can put, as long as you're okay with not losing any enchants, which we're not using any enchants, you can just do this to merge them and heal it up, which is what I'll do, just to keep our inventory tight. So that should be enough to do this, which allows us to do this, allows us to do this. And what it also allows us to do is, if we just stop just what we have going on here, we can also double up here. Basically get enough copper to completely pay for that hammer already. From just the duplication, we just paid for the hammer again. And my goal here is to maybe just get a couple early game, just dinky armor on before I go over to this lovely thing and see if we can find some early game loot. Another really good early game thing to find is a supply camp? A supply camp, or I think there's a ship as well. Maybe it's just camp, and maybe the camp can be a ship. But if you can find a supply camp early, you can use it to kind of have an early game base, which is huge because it can come with some resources like iron and things that you can use to really kickstart yourself, and also like a nice looking clean base setup that you might not necessarily have otherwise. So we already have pants, but we can make just some dinky boots here and a dinky chest just to give us a little bit more armor. That's another 7 armor, and we can do it for the head too. I don't necessarily need that zombie villager trophy. I don't necessarily know what they're even for. Again, like I said at the beginning of this video, I am a noob, so you can leave a comment if there's like an actual reason for those other than just collecting them. That would be nice to know. But like I could just leave it here. We could leave it here. Maybe one day we'll come back and see it. And pray to the the shrine. Oh, look at that in the distance. Oops. There's a manta ray, but there's something else over there too. Swimming. Looked rather scary. Okay. Let's break this up so I can go a bit quicker elsewhere, actually. Make a headpiece. And what we'll also do is create and I know I just made that stone paxel. We're going to make a steel one. Not steel, sorry, iron. And that'll allow us to get this nickel here. We're going to take some sand with us as well, because you're going to need it at some point. Alright, let's go check out that boat. Now, there's probably a way to get in there to steal everything without really getting caught. That's kind of our goal. If we can just pop our head in and take stuff and leave? Let's see. Hello. Oh boy. Might have bit off more than we can chew. Yep. Run. Row. Okay. So when you die, you can do /back and actually go back to your... Ooh, can you not? Oh, yeah, I'm caps lock. You can go back to your body, which feels like cheating, but they just try to tell you that that's something you can do in the quest log. Inventory is full, which... Oh my god. No wonder I died so fast. Okay, we gotta swim. We gotta swim away. My lord. Oh my god, that guy is strong. As you can see, we just have copper. And this is a lot. Oh god, this is a lot. We gotta do this strategically. And then the problem is they keep spawning. We haven't even gotten a single spawner yet. I'm hoping they kind of hurt themselves. Oh god, there's 2 ways up here. This guy is annoying. The blue guys, I think they're like illusionists. Oh goodness. Don't shoot me again. Oh god. Killed the illusionist. Okay, so we killed all those. Oh, there's another one. I'd love it if one of them dropped a backpack. Okay, let's try to get a spawner. Do we see any spawners? There's one here. Okay, got a spawner. Oh god. Okay, dodge a bullet. Hide. Eat. Someone else shot me from downstairs. There's a bunch down here. I wish I kept that TNT now. I'm just seeing what we have, if there's anything we can use. I do have these crossbows with no bullets. Yeah. I don't mind them being out there. That's where I dug in. Let's just do that. Okay. The hearts are good because they can give you extra hearts. The gem is bad. We're not going to do anything with the gem. Don't know why that's going from one to the other. It's another heart. They clear... The boat didn't have much down there, to be honest. Is there some stuff over here that we're missing? I looted here already. So I had to ditch one of my villagers. Is that it? Surely there's more, right? I do need an anvil. Take the anvil. And maybe we'll ditch this. Let's see what's in here. The book of frostbite. That is pretty good, actually. We might end up putting looting and frostbite on our Paxel. Might do this. So we're gonna have this Paxel for a little bit, and we can always take it off. Oh, I can't take. Oh, it has to be a sword. Can do frostbite though. Do this. Can't use looting on it. That's interesting. I'll do this. I think where we use a crossbow. So is there nothing else here? What about these? What are those? Oh, there's some chests. What is blade pottery shard? Is this be shard? Where's this shard? There's a block of raw iron here. I guess the loot is just lying around in front of me and I'm blind. What would be really nice is don't really need those shards. What would be really nice would be string so I can make a backpack. Those are blocks of coal that these are on. Actually, pretty useful. Probably more useful than the golden apple, to be honest. So with those, can I? Yeah, that's really big. Let's get ourselves some blocks of coal. A lot of coal. There's some loot here. It's just kind of... Yeah, think about it for a second. It's not just like a loot chest. It's kind of all around us. Nice. Oh, yeah, look. Let's get rid of the golden shovel for the block of raw gold blocks. We can do that, and then we can do this. And this. Nice. The iron axe can go. Do we do this too? Sure. Okay. We really need to get like a base of operations. I think that's pretty much everything here, unless I'm missing. Oh, someone shot me. There's somewhere. There's some more coal up here. And some fish. And nautilus shell. I don't know if that's good or not. Any other loot that I'm missing then that's like obvious stuff that's just sitting around that I didn't think of? The chest back here. A diamond. I guess we'll take that over the feathers. Lapis lazuli we could take over the coal because we've compacted coal. Black stained glass. Okay. I was wondering if there's anything under the carpet I should know about. Lots of wool. We should sleep. Can I sleep here with the enemies down there? I can. Just want to sleep before we go and try to find kind of like for a place to settle down. My boat was... Oh god. I should have thought about this beforehand. My boat was here. I think I remember one of them getting in my boat. So the boat, they could have just floated away with my boat. So let's quickly not try to drown here and put anyone down. That'd be cool to have a base up there, but is that like safe? Should we go check this out? This looks... Can you imagine if that was our base? We put a waste stone up there and just umbrella down and go explore and I'm dreaming. Mending. We can take mending off this fishing rod and put it on our iron baxel with obsidian. That's huge. Let's get up there. The best way for me to get up there with what I have in me is I could get 64 sand. I don't have enough. Get more sand. And let's get rid of this. Okay. We'll use sand to try to get up there. That's quite high. So we'll start from as high as we can first. Oh, look, another one of these as well, which we're not going to worry about right now. Let's try to get up there. Once I use the sand, I'm going to have to use my wood to... I have the Ars Nouveau logs on me. It should be fine. Okay. Someone watching probably knows that this is like an evil base that I'm about to go to with like and die. That would not be fun. Just looking to see what it has those Aren't those really good to have for lava, early lava generation? Let's, I might be wrong, but let's try to just, this mod pack has a thing where if you just hover over the sides, you can, yeah, pointed dripstone. We want pointed dripstone for sure. Give me that. Huge. Okay. Stand back here, clear all this out. So eventually we're going to clear this ugly thing that we used to get up. I can do that by doing this. And I got rid of all of it. Okay. Now we're up here. Is this even going to be a nice base? Or is it like ugly? Oh. So it is evil. There's zombies that spawn here. We have to clear all the zombie spawners. It looks like. Luckily, some of them haven't spawned yet. As I navigate around. Is there any others? Just don't want to be being attacked by zombies as we live in our, if we're going to live here. This looks like a trap to me. I do hear a lot of creatures. Are they upstairs? It doesn't look like it'll be a base because the whole time I'm here, I'm going to be worried that I'm going to be killed. I do hear spiders, so we might be able to get a backpack, which will make things infinitely easier on us. There's nothing really up here. This is a pretty ugly upstairs, to be honest. I like the prismarine blocks. So let's just come back down here. There's got to be a trap here. Those are observer blocks. And there's redstone. And then it looks like pitch black down there. I don't need the stone cutter. I don't need the sand. That's not enough lapis lazuli. The wood's important. The stone paxel's not important because we have an iron paxel. Let's get our iron paxel back up and healthy. Let's pick this back up. And let's take the blocks. What's this book? Anything? It's just a book, is it? It's just a book and quill. I'm just gonna get rid of the book and quill. Get rid of the concrete. Let's take this armor block. It's a couple armor blocks. Nice. Take the gold blocks. Nice. Do we go down there is the question. Cut copper slabs. Interesting. Okay, so obviously there's going to be something that would have made me fall into this pit. It looks like there's a way down over here. Right here. It's yellow wool here. It's a bunch of stuff. I'm gonna break the... Oh my god. Little dude. I wanted spiders. Oh. Okay, this isn't good. Copper sight. Interesting. It's a chest. Zombie villager explains all the villagers. Here's how we get our string. Looks like it's 4 string. Oh god. I was trying to block the vid. Oh no! Oh no! This isn't good. I'm gonna die. We lose all my XP. Yep. So we can go back. The problem with dying is XP is pretty nice in this game because you do a lot with enchants. And I don't necessarily want to be dying all the time. I don't know what that pink thing is. It's like an unrendered object. I just cut down our way out. Okay. A little intense. A little intense. Didn't have dying on my menu. Oh my god. Where are they all coming from? Some of them are coming from somewhere else. I don't have torches either, which is probably partially the problem. Oh my god. I need just a chance to breathe here for a second. Oh, okay. Let's build a backpack first. A chest. Okay, that's fine. We can do that. Do this. Do this. Working with what we got here. Put this thing on my back. Shift D. Actually, you know what? Let's first. Looks like our pants already got destroyed. Let's put this here and do this. Make it iron. And then make it gold. That might make it a bit better. And then put it on our back. A lot more space. I don't have to be playing with all of our inventory all the time. I felt like we were suffocating with inventory issues. Much better. Eat our ham. Look at our little window here. My god, maybe I shouldn't have looked at my window. This is like, how many times can you die at the beginning of this game? Alright, I'm bad. I can't get out of here. Oh, it's obsidian? Leave me alone! Guys, I don't even know how I'm going to edit this part of the video. It's just embarrassing. I think it's going to be a death montage at this point. I don't even know if it'll let me go back anymore. Trying to time each swing so I get the maximum amount of damage, but holy gosh. We're getting a lot of junk. There's obviously like a spawner somewhere. Or 7 in here. Get this spawner out of here. Where's the other spawner? It's getting these zombies. There. That might be all of them. No, there's another one there. My god. At least they're stuck. Crawling around the ceilings. Take the redstone. Take that. Okay. What's up here? Oh my goodness. I'm gonna die again. I need a shield. Flashback. I'm definitely taking full advantage of the... Okay, there's obviously a skeleton spawner somewhere too. Let's just try to find the spawner. Surely. You made it? What the... Made what? Oh my gosh. I feel like I made anything. I'm just itching my nose. Oh, I thought it was safe. Dear Lord. They're killing themselves down there. Okay with. What's this? Curse of Bones. So much junk. My God. Didn't I already walk around? My God, how many waste stones? I already walk around here. Abandon ye all hope. Oh, I didn't even see this sign before. Obviously, I can't even see where. Oh my God, guys. Okay. We got this skeleton spawner. Surely. Can't see down here very well. There's some bone blocks which we will take with us. Let's just do this for now, and when we finally have a chance to breathe, I don't really need that though. We will be able to breathe and figure everything out. I don't even know if it was really worth the montage of dying so many times, embarrassing myself in front of everybody here. Clearly, maybe not the best place to go when you have no loot, no gear. There was a chest over here that we didn't pick up, I think. Why is there still more of you? Backpack. Oh, nice. Of course, there's nothing in this chest. As a note. Here's an iron our helmet with nothing in it. More junk. More junk. Is this where I came from? I've been in here, haven't I? No, I haven't. It's like a maze. No, this is where I came originally and blocked off. Yeah. This is all obsidian, so we can't even get out with it. Need diamond to do that. Ah, hello. Can I get out, please? Like, help me, I'm stuck. I know those chests are those, I need to eat. Let's eat this apple, too. I know those backpacks at monsters spawn can have, like, goodies in them, like little goodie bags. Okay, so just because that thing's there, I can't get up off it. Sheesh. Even though I knew it was a trap, I think I got absolutely shredded. Didn't even realize my packs was about to break. Ooh, and I have no way to enchant. Okay, I have no levels. Uh-oh. We're gonna have to do in the interim. I lost all my levels. Let's see what's in here. Iron ingot, compressed iron, some blood, a witch's hat. Nice. It's another backpack to use in the future. Okay. We should find. We should clear all my deathway stones because they're embarrassing. Is there a way to quickly do this? I'm not usually dying this much, so I guess I never really had to. That wasn't fun. Lesson learned. Let's. Do I have my bed still? Can we sleep? Just on the edge here? Yeah, I had such high hopes coming over to this island that I was going to have a base here. Instead, I was just met with turmoil. I guess we want to fly inland. Can I get a little bit of speed with my shoes by running around the circle a bit? And then go. That's pretty good. I mean, for early game to be able to navigate like that feels pretty cool. Because I can quickly do that and get a little bit more. Do that, get a little bit more, and then hit the ground and do that a little bit more. Hit the ground and do that. And do that. There's like a thing flying in the air. There's a house here. Is there going to be someone in this house that is going to try to murder me too? Is it safe? I don't trust it. I just don't trust this little house. I'm almost tempted just to make this little house our base. It's like just to get a start in the world. I feel like we're just nomads. I don't really like snow biomes. They're not really pretty or fun to me. It'd be nice just to have like a base, like at least like a spot where we can say, oh, a spot where we can say it will be our base. A beacon. I don't need a beacon. I don't need garnets. I don't need any of this. Thank you, though. Bye-bye. We have a lot of emeralds, so I was kind of excited for a second, but nothing there that is of note. These are always good just to whack at. I wish it was one of the ones with diamonds in it, but it will do. I don't really need much of that, so I'm just going to leave it as is. Trying to see where we're going to go. I guess we'll go that way. I don't have my boat anymore. I can maybe make another one with the logs. Oh, you can't. Lovely. And I don't think I have enough of these. I don't have normal logs. I could just do this, so. Okay. Whoops. This button. Get my buttons mixed up. I want to go this way. I don't really want to go to ice. And I think what I'll do, guys, is just walk around for a bit and try to find a spot that I think looks pretty for a starter base. It may not be our forever base. I think our forever base will be like a big factory or something once we have like a lot of iron and copper and we can kind of make something look a little bit more metallic. But is that a chest just sitting here? Oh, there's a trader. Will he be mad if I... Is he mad if I steal his stuff? Hello? Do you have anything for me? Blue ice. And I saw another one of these, but this one is redstone gold, which may mean it has diamonds? No. Redstone, gold, and lapis lazuli, which is still good. We'll take it. Nice to have mending on our Paxel, if I have enough experience to put it on eventually. Speaking of which, no, I need obsidian first before I can get it off of that, so not much I can do. I'd love the rest of the lapis lazuli. Oh, that's gonna be annoying. No. We wait. That's probably fine. Where's my boat? Boop. Looks like it's taking me to the winter biome if I like it or not. This is really pretty. The biomes in this game are very, very pretty and very unique. Can I have some ink, please? Thank you. I think I need some, so. I forget why I need some, but I know I've used it. I've had to always find them in the past. This could be a spot to build a base. What's that? I love how I was traveling around. There's just so much things being generated that like you never grow bored walking around. Look at this little spot. This could be a nice little starter spot. We could build a base here and use this as like our starting, like our campsite for building a house. Feels very real. Lots of space to like expand. Just cut the grass first. You know, a little bit of lawn maintenance. This could be nice. Maybe we do it here. Let's try to get everything that I have up into some inventory woes. I'm gonna pick up all the stuff I just kind of create, all these farming seeds. This will probably be a good spot to end our first episode, where we've kind of found a home. Well, the starting roots of a home. And in order to make this kind of work, I think what we would do is maybe get my do this, and it's I don't necessarily need these posts to make it a believable tent. Trying to make it a little bit more spacious. This, we have a bed, so we don't need that. Let's. Do we have a shovel? Don't we have a golden shovel somewhere? Or did I get rid of that? I probably got rid of it, didn't I? When I was fighting for space. We could try to repair our Paxel. Now that we have a couple levels. Okay, that's good. Used all of our levels. Let's do different flooring in this tent. Let's get rid of this. I know they say like don't do that, but we're not on a server. No one else is going to benefit from that chest, and we're not going to benefit from it again. And let's just put a different floor in. I'm thinking like cobbled deep slate. There is a quest you can do for a chisel. I think it's early on, maybe in building tips. I don't want to. We have a lot of quests to turn in, and I don't want to turn them all in yet. It might be in building tips, so it might be early on. I always get one early. We can just make a chisel. Bring it. It's just this and this. And then can't we just right click and Cobble Deep Slate doesn't have a chisel option? Interesting, but dirt does. Okay, does cobblestone have a chisel option? It does. We do cobblestone instead, but we don't have enough to do all of what we want to do here. I'm just surprised Cobble Deep Slate doesn't. Does Polished Deep Slate have it? Polished deep slate does. Okay, we'll just do this. So I'd like to build something we're proud about. So if it's flooring underneath a tent, I think something that looks kind of like wood would look nice. Did I only get 4 of it? 48 of it. Okay, there we go. That looks good. And let me just look at how this looks. We could almost make some sort of like a hybrid tent here. If we can make like a pillar, it's probably like a pillar version. Is there no pillar or something that screams like vertically placed blocks? Or we could do something like this. It's like a foundational block. And maybe make it like this around the base of this tree. Let's clear this over. Ooh, look at the pretty lights in the sun. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Something like that. And then we can maybe clear this log. Clear this. Clear this. Clear this. And then maybe we kind of just sleep because I don't want anyone to attack us while we're building. Let's just sleep. We're just gonna get like a really basic starting here, and then I'm gonna end the episode. We'll end the recording. But if we just start this like that and build this up like this, this up like this up like this. Climb up these logs. Let's make these even. Make this even. This even. And we'll do one more vertical that way. We don't have any normal logs around us. So it's like, how did this log even... Where did these logs even come from? I have to go up one more. The chisel, that's like a foundational type block. We would need to go back to these blocks first. Finish this off. Oops. Finish this off. And then do a different block. Maybe like brick. Do one row of these just here around the pillars, but not around anything else. And then we just need wood. We really need wood. I have an axe. There are some of these trees around here. Do these trees clean up nice with like what type of... Those are pretty. Can't do anything with that. What about this? Do anything with this? I'm just learning. No. Okay. What about those? No. So this is like obviously a different mod pack. I kind of like using the trees that we're actually surrounded by. Ideally. Turn this like this. And then... but that would be one higher. We want one higher. So we need to go higher there. Higher here. Like this. Like this. Trying to make like a makeshift like bungalow with the idea of the tent. It would overhang for sure. And this doesn't need to be this high. Actually it does. It doesn't need to be that high. And we do one more. It would overhang this way. Like that. I think we have to replace all the logs eventually, probably next episode. Or off camera, I'll probably tidy this up a bit. But if we do something like that, where is that overhang? That's right. And then we just need more deep slate to tidy up underneath. But we could just use this wood for now. Okay. There's like a window. We'll change these logs to those logs eventually, and then maybe make like a door with them. Do we necessarily need? I guess we. It'd be nice to have this one more higher, but it does make it kind of like small, and then kind of opens up here. This can come over. Actually, we can probably keep it the same way they had it, where it's like part of the floor. Oop, then we're gonna have some issues here. Do this. There we go. Okay. We have a barrel, which we'll have to. That came from. I think the chest that I broke turned into the barrel. We have these fences that we can just kind of expand out a bit. Very pretty start. This is where we'll start our mod pack. In this ugly little, it's pretty, but it's literally just a stack of logs. But I think it's very fitting to start early. I'll put another log on top, I think, and we'll probably replace the wood. Probably replace a lot of this stuff. Obviously, it's just the starting spot where we'll start, and then we'll obviously have, we'll try to expand into like a house or factory later on. Yeah, lovely. Well, thanks for watching episode 1. Don't know how I'm going to edit everything yet. This is obviously the first episode. I'll learn as I go. There'll be montages where I probably died a lot, and where I had to kind of cut the recording and come back, as well as other things. There might be building montages where I just cut my audio, even though I was talking, and just put some music instead, specifically when we were building here. And this looks very ugly. I do promise we will make it look. I'm not a great builder, but I'm not this bad, I don't think. So we'll learn to make it look better as it goes along. Perfect. Thanks, guys. See ya.